every Friday evening to hear about our latest updates. We really do appreciate you making the effort and coming out to hear what we've been up to. So we'll get right into it. My name is Kathy Nash, and I'm the co-founder of Prairie Food Co-op along with my husband Jerry, and I'm currently serving as board president. So here's our agenda. I'm going to go through a quick site update. Jerry Nash, who's our ownership and outreach chair, will give you an update on our ownership. And then Jess Butterer, who is our capital campaign manager, will talk about our capital campaign. So hopefully you've heard that we are pursuing the development opportunity at 101 South Main. That's where the old DuPage Theater site was. And we have partnered with two different development firms. And the plans for both are very different. If you haven't seen them, I do believe we're going to be getting those on our website soon. It was also in an email that came out a couple months ago, and it showed the plans for both. And there were a total of 4 bids submitted to the village, and a third-party feasibility firm reviewed all 4 and determined that 2 were not financially feasible. So those 2 developers withdrew their bids. So we are the 2 remaining bids that the village is considering for that site. They have had 2 meetings now to discuss the bids. Right now it's sitting with the Economic Development Committee, and their responsibility is to pick the site that to pick the bid that they feel has the best chance for feasibility and success. And they're not really picking one, they're making a recommendation, and that recommendation will go to the Board of Trustees. So their next meeting is Monday at 6 o'clock. So the public is welcome to attend. A lot of the public has come and spoken about which bid that they have a preference for. You can also feel free to email your trustee or village president if you want to let them know which of the 2 bids you have a preference for. We are hoping that they make a decision sooner than later, but they don't have a time frame for making a decision. So, like I said, they've had 2 meetings so far about this. They are really crossing all their T's and dotting all their I's. They've put a lot back to the developers. The developers have been in these meetings, listening to the community input, and actually changing and updating their plans to make them better based on the community input. Once the ECDC committee makes a recommendation, the village board of trustees will then review the bids and decide which of the 2 developers to begin negotiations with. And the negotiations would be to purchase the land from the village. They will also, the winning bid will also have to go through a planning and zoning review. And again, these are our best guesses. This could take longer, it could take shorter, probably will take longer, but we're hoping that it's not going to be too much longer. But planning and zoning might be 3 to 6 months. We will have to have lease negotiations with the developer. We have signed preliminary leases, but of course there's a lot more that we need to put into an actual lease. So those negotiations are expected to take a couple months. And then our store design, which is working with you all, our ownership, along with a professional store designer to develop our store, the store that we want, the products and services we as owners want to see in Prairie Food Co-op. So that is a very general overview. I wish I could give you more hard and fast dates, but right now it's out of our hands and in the hands of the village. So keep looking for our emails. We do send updates as soon as we know to our ownership about any decisions that are made. So we will likely send an email after Monday's meeting to let everybody know what goes on Monday. So that is my very quick and dirty site update, and I'm going to turn it over now to Jerry Nash.
Jess.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, to Jess. All right.
We changed